Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Here we are, Twin Lakes. Got the Twin Lakes golf course right over there and the Twin Lakes grocery store gas station right there. This is what our load looks like. Very narrow, actually. A very narrow load, but tall. Tall enough I had to double check to make sure my camera wasn't illegal height putting it on top, because she's close. She's close. Lots of extra straps, only because I want to keep this wrap from peeling apart as I'm driving down the road. So throwing the extra straps on the load helps keep all the wrap attached to the load. Normally we tarp these loads, but when I loaded yesterday, it was like 35 degrees Celsius outside. A little higher than that. My thermostat said 40 Celsius, but I don't think it was that hot. So close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Where am I putting you guys? Right, other side. And I'm like, it's too dang hot to crawl to the top, even with a safety harness on, and put a black, heavy tarp on. I'm like, I'm a wuss. It's too hot, and it's not gonna rain. It's not gonna snow. We're fine. We're fine. So yeah, I decided to go home yesterday. I looked at the time and how long it would take to get to Vancouver. And decided I could barely make it home yesterday. And then have all of today morning off at home. I'm like, why not? So we're headed to Vancouver. Deliver this tomorrow. I predict I'm going to sit at the site unloading all day long. So tomorrow will be a useless day where I do not make a lot of money. I get paid while I sit there, but when I say all day, I'm going to get to sit there from 7 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m. And then I have to stay sitting, find a parking lot and stay sitting until I reload on Friday morning. I know today's technically Wednesday. You guys are watching this on Thursday because I planned ahead knowing I'm just going to be sitting around all day tomorrow. Because I'm SMRT smart. Hey, here's Yellow Lake. I figure it might be a cool shot doing Yellow Lake from on top of the truck. The thing is, I never know what the shot looks like. I mean, I guess I could connect it, the Wi-Fi to it and all that. I often do, but so I can know what the shot looks like. I'm just lazy, I guess. Never mind. Never mind. But I really don't know what the video is going to turn out like until I'm editing. Never know what you really have until you're editing. Sometimes it's better than other times. And I try to use the camera most that gets the best shot. And yeah, sometimes it's give or take. Take it or leave it. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're boring. This route for me is a little boring, but I don't take it with you guys very often, so maybe it's more entertaining for you guys than it is for me. Since it's so close to home, It's a road we take all the time. It's a beautiful lake to go kayaking on. We don't go kayaking as much as we want to because fuel prices are so expensive, and you know, the last couple of weeks of work have been a bit lacking, right? So don't really have the income to go for drives. That's okay. I drive every day. And we got a vacation coming up. We've been penny pinching. It's like, no, vacation's more important. We'll rather not do this trip over here. Save the money for vacation. You kind of got to prioritize, right? You still have to have fun and take time off. Like, you can't give that up. But you got to prioritize what kind of vacation you're going to go on and what kind of trips you're going to go on. This is fairly steep downhill over here. I'd say at least 8%, maybe taller some of the sections. On average, it's probably 6% or something, but let's see what the GPS says. It says 7% on this one. This load's not super heavy, so I can come down pretty quick without being a runaway because of how narrow it is, right? We're tall, but we're so narrow that lose a lot of weight on the sides. Sometimes we go almost this tall and we're wide load, right? Those are max weight loads. These narrow ones, it's definitely not a problem. Weight is not a problem. See how steep this one is going to be. Well, it's not that super steep. I used to think it was steep when we first moved here. But these are all short sections of steep. So you could come down pretty quick even with a big load because you're not going to overheat your brakes on these short descents. Yeah, it says 7% grade again on the GPS. Seen a couple of classic cars today. I think I got two in the video already, right? One right at the beginning and now this one here. Beautiful, beautiful valley here. I'm not actually sure what this little valley is called. I know the town of Olala is, or I guess village, unincorporated town here, Olala, or village of Olala. Unincorporated, it means like unofficial village? I don't know. I used to live there for what, 2 or 3 years? Not much good memories from living in Olala, I'll tell you that. Beautiful viewpoints though, very narrow valley. Yeah, the things I remember from Olala living here is my parents turning all my siblings against me because I was dating the devil herself. Just slow down because oncoming traffic's gonna need room, and I don't know if he's broken down or if he's actually working on utilities. Actually, this little road here on the right hand side, it's got a lot of geology in it. I think it says pullout. Maybe not. Doesn't look like the right one. One of them has a whole bunch of geology on it. You see geologists picking at rocks all the time, studying and stuff. Lots of mosquitoes though. This little village here, lots of mosquitoes. This area here is kind of low-laying land, and the moisture would sit there all spring and early summer. Lots of mosquitoes. Beautiful location. And as one of you guys said in the comments, a lot of gold mines in this area. Well, at least attempted gold mines. A lot of mines in the area. There's some right behind these houses. Literally right behind this house, there's a gold mine. Another one right there. There's literally gold mines sitting right behind those houses. I've gone into some of them. And then up the steep road, which connects up to Apex. Also down to Headley. That steep road, you need a 4x4 or a really good off-road vehicle to get down and up that road. Up and down there, but up that road there's a whole bunch of gold mines too. And then to the left over here, it's actually close to the public right now because you have to go through public land to get there. Or not public land, private property to get there. You can get to the Keremeos columns. I'm sure if you ask permission of the private property owner, you might still be able to have access to the Keremeos columns. But if you exit to the left, right over here, go up that road. We've gone up there several times. You can get up the mountains, and there's some spectacular volcanic rock crystals up there.
Hey man, where are you off to?
I didn't see any trucks, so I don't think they're talking to me. Welcome to Keremeos bypass. We're going to take the Keremeos bypass. You guys remember this from a couple of weeks ago, right? Bear's fruit stand. It's amazing how many people I pass using this bypass. Sometimes you're following a slow RV into town, take the bypass, and you come out in front of that RV. In a big rig, it takes so long to get back up to speed. You see who pops up behind you going, oh yeah, it's the same RVs that were ahead of me. Going into town. Beautiful view that always is. Gorgeous, gorgeous mountain range. I believe this is part of the Cascades. Got Cathedral Mountains in front of us. There's a getaway up there in the Cathedral Mountains, Cathedral Lodge. I've been tempted to do a vacation up there sometime too. That'd be fun. Now that building there says Cider House and Eatery. Jess and I were just talking about cider houses and stuff, but I'm sure cider house here means alcohol. In Michigan, when there's a cider house, it's like it's not alcohol. It's kids can have cider. Okay, car. That's a little squishy move there. I don't think they were sure that if it was okay for them to go either. If you're gonna do that, you better find the throttle pretty quick. I mean, it worked out, but yikes. That rock slide area on the right hand side, I have climbed right to the top of the slide. Lots of mountain goats up there. No.
You guys already done?
Mountain sheep. Bighorn mountain sheep, because they're the brown ones. Mountain goats are the white ones. Sheep are the brown ones. I blend right in.
Copy.
got here? Ah, they're painting the center lines. The between the yellow lines, those diagonal yellow lines, yeah, they're painting those. Kind of neat. Funny, from Penticton you head southwest south all the way to Keremeos, and then from Keremeos you head back out northwest north. We're driving a lot more north and south than we're actually making way westbound, because Penticton is just over the mountain from Headley. It's not that far away. It's like we have to drive that distance twice to get to Headley compared to the actual distance. There's a standing rock. So people said how big this park next to it. I think you could put not a full semi inside that rock, but maybe a semi and my pup standing upright inside that rock, and we would fit inside the rock. That's how big that rock is. The camera makes everything look smaller and further away. That's one thing cameras are bad at. Showing you the size of things, how much bigger these mountains are in real life looking at them, how far away something is, how big something is close up. Also elevation, how steep of a hill I'm climbing right now, and then how steep of a hill I climb right or go down right away. Video, it all kind of just smooths right out. Got more construction. I bet it's exactly the same thing, painting the center. So I think there is a turn lane maybe here. All the way down to 60. Yeah. slowing us down, but they're not painting the turn lanes like I was suspecting. Is this the rock slide area? Maybe they're working on the rock slide area. Yeah, I think they're working on the rock slide area. That makes sense. They do this every year, where they go behind the rock slide wall and just pick up all the rocks. Make a big wide open ditch, enough to fit all the rocks that are going to fall down that year. So they clear out all the rocks behind this fence. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They got dump trucks coming in. Yep, just emptying out that ditch of all the rocks. And every time they take a scoop out, a lot more rocks slide down. So just taking it looks like a couple of scoops down there, but every scoop they take out, tons more rocks slide down. It's basically an unending job of just clearing out rocks. That section of highway used to be a 4-lane section, but the rock slide just kept coming down so much, they had to keep closing the road down. So now they built a rock wall in the 4th lane. And that's at least kept the road open. It's one less passing zone, but at least the road's open. What a beautiful day. It is hot again. It's 33 degrees Celsius. It's extremely hot again. Two weeks ago we got snow on the mountaintops anyway. The weather kind of strange. Kind of strange. Snow was way too early, but these temperatures this is more like the regular temperatures. Early September, it might be, yeah, it's about regular temperature. Definitely on the hot side though. Dump trucks following the glue lamp truck here. Where are you guys headed? Not on this channel, apparently. If they're going long distance, I want to make sure I get them past me. didn't overcook the corner. I'm famous for overcooking that corner. It's a bit deceiving. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day over here. It's such a beautiful day. I'm just going to keep recording and use this video. If you want to see the rest of this video, in fact, a lot of you guys probably saw the rest of this video already last Saturday. I'm going to keep going down this highway and use it as the bonus video for last Saturday. Does that sound fair? Just hit that join button. It's like $1 a month. Or more. You guys decide how much you guys want to support me. Well, me and Jess. If you guys want to support us by $5 a month or 25, or I haven't put a fourth tier in there, but whatever tier you guys want to support us at. All of it all of it is super appreciated. Coming down into Headley, so last week Saturday video starts right now. Well, I guess I better say goodbye here first. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate all your support. If you guys hit the join button or not, appreciate you guys always making it to the end. It's always the real ones that make it to the end over here. So thank you. Appreciate you guys for being real. Really appreciate all the support. You guys absolutely rock.